Hey, this is Michael with Xforcepc. I want to give you an updated overview of the general aviation dream package. Some things have changed over time just with progress. We still have three 27-inch 1080p monitors. We still equip it with the switch panel, three flight instrument panels, multi-panel, and the radio panel. A couple of things you can do. Now this is what it comes with. Some things that people like to add, let's say you want to have your classic 6-pack of instruments, you may want to add 3 more of these flight instrument panels, and just add them to your card is all you got to do. They use the same driver, same plug-in, so you just plug them into the powered USB hub we provide with the system, and now you have 6 of them. And of course you can just scroll through these and pick whatever instrument you want each of these items to be. And so I've seen as many as 9, and I guess there probably is a limit, but I have not hit the limit on the number of these that you can have. You do see the optional backlit information panel here. There's nothing displayed on it currently, but that's what this is, and this is an optional item as well. So everything you see here comes with it except this backlit information panel, and then we do have some customers that want to add 3 more of these flight instrument panels. To go into it in a little more depth, you have a Xforcepc yoke, we have Xforcepc pedals. The switch panel allows you to control kind of your basic switches that you find in the plane. For instance, you have your master and master switches for your battery and your alternator, your avionics master, fuel pump, your de-icing, strobe light, taxi light, landing light, panel light, a bunch of light switches. And then you have your landing gear here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Again, I mentioned the 3 flight instrument panels, which have a multitude of instruments you can display on them. I guess I'll go through them here. The artificial horizon, the airspeed, the altimeter. Then you have kind of a glass cockpit look. Then you have an instrument that has RPM and oil pressure and fuel level and temperatures and so forth. I'm not a pilot. I'm a computer guy, so this is an OBS. I don't necessarily know what all of these instruments do or how to work them, but I'm scrolling through them here. And then some of these, the knobs have functionality as well, so there are 2 knobs on here. You have your vertical speed, your turn coordinator, and then we're back here at the artificial horizon. Over here we have the multi-panel, which largely has to do with autopilot, although you do have a pitch trim here, and you have a flaps up and down as well. And then the radio panel, you can have 2 radio panels if you want, because the radio panel can control COM 1, COM 2, NAV 1, NAV 2, ADF, DME, and the transponder. So if you don't want to be switching this knob around between those various radios, well, you can have 2 of these, and then you can have 4 active radios at any given time instead of just 2. And this Xforcepc stuff is all modular, so you can just kind of build off of it and just kind of grow your panel as you go along. As I mentioned, 3 1080p displays for your external visuals. Xforcepc yoke, we have the Volair cockpit. Lastly, the computer is a very good gaming computer. It's in its default configuration, it's i5 running over 4 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM, which is really all you need, but sometimes people like to get 16 for future proofing. Has a 4 gig graphics card, which is very fast and runs X-Plane wonderfully. On these 3 monitors. And lastly, I guess we should get up in the air and show you how nicely it runs it. So, I don't know where we are, but there's a runway out in front of us. You can see the frame rate is really good. Just kind of trying to make you seasick here. Just kind of give you an idea of the performance. It's very smooth. You can see, of course, our instruments are updating as we're moving along. So if you have any questions, send me an email at xforcepcstore@gmail.com. Again, that's xforcepcstore@gmail.com.